Good afternoon. If there's anybody out there, they're all.
Let's hope that we've got sound today.
Sat in the gardens. Hopefully we've got sound. Hopefully you can hear us, see
and
us.
hopefully you can all see my roots.
Good start.
Oh gosh.
Good start. And there you go. Drinking a cuppa.
Let's wait for some joins first.
Whilst cooking a roast. So that's what we're having today. Don't know what you're having in the land of cheddar and beyond. Maybe they're having a barbecue because it's nice weather. And in summer we're probably outside because it's Summer's birthday. Oh no, Annie's there, look.
Good afternoon. Happy birthday to Summer.
Yeah, we were just wondering whether you were outside or inside or celebrating or what you're up to, I don't know. Hope you're all good. Drinking from my unicorn rainbow.
I don't know what you're on about. It's your favourite.
It's a shooting star, it's not a rainbow. I always thought that was a rainbow, it's actually a shooting star. It is my favourite. Look at that. It's amazing that. But you all want to be drinking from a sparkly shooting star.
I don't know what you're on about.
Look, there's Summer.
Summer's on Insta.
Happy birthday, Summer.
Happy birthday, Summer.
I won't sing to you.
Yeah, it's a bit scary. Not really, it's not actually that bad. Your singing's quite alright.
I sound like Dick Van Dyke from Mary.
No, you don't.
Mary Poppins.
No, you don't.
Chim chimney, chim chimney. Is that what he sings? Is it him that sings that? I think it is.
Yeah.
The original, not the new weird one. Mae White.
Oh, Mae.
How are you, Mae? There you go. Mae White as well with us today in the house. Not actually this house.
No.
In her house.
That would be against the law.
In her
now.
house in Essex. Assuming that you still live in Essex. I would say that you probably do.
She does.
Mae White.
She shaved her hair off.
Shaved your hair off?
Yeah, for cancer.
Alright.
Are you okay, Mae? We're alright. How much money did you raise for your head shaving?
That's very brave. Brave to shave.
She rocks it though. I'll show you a picture later.
I did shave.
Yeah, she's rocking.
I did shave my hair
look.
off. Wow. Mae White, what a superstar you are.
Yeah.
Was your hair long then, Mae? Because the last time I saw you, it's always been shoulder length.
Yeah.
But that is some time ago.
Wow, £700.
So far, that is.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that's good, that. Well done, Mae.
Well done, Mae.
Don't worry, she says thank you.
Yeah, and everyone on Facebook's like, what? And who are you talking to? And what is
yeah,
going on?
we've got Instagram going as well here, so we've got
Right,
it all
I'm going
going.
to sing. I'm singing For
I
Good
don't
from
know.
Wicked today, so that's what I'm going for.
Good.
So
Let's do it.
let's do it.
And if people catch us up later.
Yeah. I've heard it said that people come into our lives for a reason, bringing something we must learn, and we are led to those who help us most to grow if we let them, and we help them in return. Well, I don't know if I believe that's true, but I know I'm who I am today because I knew you. halfway through the wood. Who can say if I've been changed for the better? But because I knew you, I have been changed for good. It well may be that we will never meet again in this lifetime. So let me say before we part, so much of me is made of what I've learned from you. You'll be with me like a handprint on my heart. And now whatever way our stories end, I know you have rewritten mine by being my friend. Like a ship blown from its mooring by a wind of the sea, like a seed dropped by a skybird in a distant wood. Who can say if I've been changed for the better? Because I knew you, I have been changed for good. And just to clear the air, I ask forgiveness for the things I've done you blame me for. But then I guess we know there's blame to share, and none of it seems to matter anymore. Like a comet pulled from orbit by a wind of the sea, like a bird that meets the sea. Who can say if I've been changed for the better? I do believe I have been changed for the better. Because I knew you, because I knew you, because I knew you, I have been changed for good. Well, I missed that one up a bit in the middle there. Sorry, guys.
But
Thank you, Mae.
that's a hard song to sing though, because it's actually a duet, so that's where it gets a bit confusing with the words on the screen.
Sorry,
Never mind, it's all
messed that
good.
one up.
It's all good. It's a hard song to sing. Maybe I should have done the duet with
Yeah,
you.
see,
That
that's
would have just been amazing. Yeah, maybe not. But there you go.
This is live. What
This
can we
is
do?
live.
Things go wrong.
This is true.
Hi to Lexi. Hi Mae. Hi Summer. Hi Anne. Hi everyone. Hi Rian.
Hi to those people that are watching now, and obviously hi to those people that
If you're
are
catching
gonna
up later.
catch us up later, or catching us on Instagram. We will be posting on YouTube. I'm going to just give a short talk. Something.
Can I just quickly say, if you are following us, if you follow us on Facebook or if you follow us on Instagram or YouTube, can you please do us a massive favour? Like our stuff, share our videos, share our posts, subscribe to our YouTube, share our YouTube channel. All of that really helps us.
It's important because spread the word. I don't know if you've seen, just before I talk, seen just what we put it on there this morning. Just shout out for help. All the things that we're doing. I'm going to talk a little bit later about that because we have had some interesting. I've had some interesting conversations this week with some positive people. quite excited. I can't share too much, but there's some good things coming in our direction that's going to be an absolute game changer for Fusion, for Cheddar and for Somerset. So big things are about to take place, so that's very exciting for us. Can't really share too much in detail about that at the moment.
Not yet, so stay tuned.
Not yet. Stay tuned for that stuff. Keep watching our lives and keep watching our updates on Facebook. Like I said, because there's going to be some big news that's going to follow through soon. Some big partnerships that we are stepping into and having conversation with at the moment. So we're having talks at the moment. But like I said, that's really going to change what we do and impact us and hopefully the families and people that we work with in a big way. So keep tuned with that. The food share stuff is still going well. The food barn is going well. We've got another big drop this week with a pallet coming in, so that's good with more food, and so that helps us to help you. And then, like I said, there's some other bits and pieces that we are kind of joining together. So hopefully, once we've kind of get out of this stage and period with the lockdown and we're moving out towards that, there'll be some other things that will come into play. We'll be able to help loads more people. So keep watching, keep posted. That's just to kind of whet your appetite a little bit. So I don't know if you are looking for something new. I just went to scratch my arm then. I had a bit of an itch. Are you fully fed up with the way things have been or the way things are in your life? I know during this lockdown, yeah, there we go. There's a big nod there. Lockdown, most of us kind of feel like each day is the same routine, the same faces, even though they are gorgeous.
Oh.
Same four walls, maybe, because there are still people that are isolating till up till August, isn't it? Mm. Isolating for medical reasons, four same walls. Everything becomes very samey, same. I don't know whether that is actually a real word or that's a slang word. Everything becomes samey. We're fed up of the mundane of life. Some of you might have been feeling that way before the pandemic. We might be feeling it certainly during it, but some of you might have actually reached that point well before this stuff even kicked into place. So this period of time has intensified how you already feel or think about things. Maybe you've been looking at different jobs, moving home, changing diet, moving schools, looking at a different course that you can do online or at night school, looking at changing your life, changing your wardrobe, changing your hairstyle. I don't know. Maybe you are just wanting to switch things up a little bit, get a bit of change in your life. Myself and Michele are very much people that don't like the mundane, really, in our lifestyle. We like to have challenges. We like to challenge ourselves, especially in the place where we're at or where we're positioned at that time. If you know as well, wherever we are, we always impact where we are because we believe in community and we believe in loving people. So wherever we've been, you can see pretty much a trail of history of impact on people's lives or projects that we've set up. I guess we switched things up big time when we declared, 2 years ago? It is not quite 2 years, is it? Almost 2 years. Declared to the people of Essex and to our families that we're going to make a move to Cheddar. So that for us was certainly switching it up. Are you looking for something new? Now, I'm not just talking about new shoes here or the new latest iPhone or something like that, or a new car or even a new house. I know some of that can be big stuff, but I'm talking about life-changing newness into our life. Something that completely changes our life and completely changes the game plan for us. So I'm not just talking about little things, but I'm talking about stuff that will completely change your life. I want us to read something from the Bible, and then hopefully I'll put some context to it so you kind of understand what I'm going on about. This is from Isaiah 43, verse 14 onwards. This is what the Lord says, your Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel. For your sake I will send to Babylon and bring down as fugitives all the Babylonians in the ships in which they took pride. I am Lord, your Holy One, Israel's Creator, your King. This is what the Lord says. He who made a way through the sea, a path through the mighty waters, who drew out the chariots and horses, the army and reinforcements together, and they lay there never to rise again, extinguished, snuffed out like a wick. And it says, forget the former things, do not dwell on the past. See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it? I am making a way in the wilderness and streams in the wasteland. This is God talking to the Israelites that are having problems with the Babylonians. That was around way back. The Babylonian Empire, and basically they were trying to control the Israelites. Okay, and God had a plan to overthrow them. So this was God reminding the Israelites that he'd already done stuff like this before. He'd already rescued them before. He'd already rescued them from the Egyptians, and was reminding them of his abilities of dealing with difficult situations. He was reminding them and telling them that he did all this stuff, including parting the Red Sea, which I would say is, you imagine being there when the Red Sea was parted. That's a pretty big miracle. That would have been an amazing thing. You know, we've seen it on cartoons and films and stuff, but actually to be there with the Red Sea, you know how big that thing is parted and smote out that whole army that was chasing them. And then he's saying to them, look, you know, I've done all those things. I can do all those things. Now forget that stuff that's happened in the past, because now I'm about to do something new through you and in you and for you. What an amazing thing. So forget all that stuff. That stuff's pretty big, but I've got stuff that's even bigger and even better just for you. Like I said, I'm guessing the Israelites thought they had seen it all. I'm pretty sure they had to point what God was doing for them, something new, something different. I'm taking them from the wasteland in difficult times to a better place. Like I said, I think they probably took God for granted, really. They'd seen all that stuff, but now God was going to do something new through them. So I don't know where you find yourself. Maybe you feel in a bit of a wasteland of poor mental health, a financial desert, or maybe you feel people are against you the whole time. They'd like to pull you down and control you, a little bit like the Babylonians. You know, there's nothing kind of new under the sun. There's always people that are trying to shape you. There's always people that are trying to control you. There's always circumstances or illnesses that can bring us down and can make us feel really isolated. Maybe you are fed up and bored of the unknown. You know what? The Israelites certainly understood what it was like to be bored and fed up and isolated and kind of lost, because physically they were roaming around in a desert for kind of 40 years. They were in slavery before that. So they understood that. So not just physically, but I guess mentally, emotionally, and all the rest. You know, every day for them was pretty much the same. Every day had the same feeling. I guess, you know, being stuck in a desert, you know, their view would all be the same. It wasn't within four walls, but it was sand, horizon, and heat. That's what they felt. Lost, lonely, and cut off. Are you fed up of the same old thing and lacking direction? It's frustrating, isn't it, to feel that you don't have any direction, or frustrating to live in the same old thing. We say it all the time. We've said it, myself and Michele, sometimes our weeks just merge into one. So you don't even know what day it is sometimes. I think sometimes we only know that we're kind of heading towards the weekend because obviously we do the reconnect. We're doing the live on the Sunday, and then obviously food back on the Monday, so that kind of joins our week up a little bit. But, you know, it can just flow in. But even if you're not in the pandemic, some people just feel that their life just is one into the other, merging in, losing direction. Maybe you've seen success or happiness before, or maybe not. Maybe you've got past baggage. We've all got baggage, haven't we? We've all got a past. We've all got things that we bring through with us. I was told recently by somebody in a conversation that, I wasn't good enough to lead, or wasn't good enough to take things forward because I had way too much baggage, way too much past. We've all got past, we've all got baggage, we've all got things that we've gone through, haven't we? But you know what? It's time to let that stuff go. It's time to forget those things. It's time to put those things behind us, and time for us to move on. You know what? It says in there, in that verse, it says about not dwelling in the past, not dwelling with those things that had happened, but time to move on because God's got something new. To dwell in something is to set up camp, is to live with it every day, is to stay where you are, to make yourself comfortable. I'm not saying that some people enjoy being in that moment or enjoy staying in that, but I think sometimes we just camp out in that moment, lack of direction. We've camped out and we've stayed out there. A lot of people live in the past. A lot of churches live in the past and have camped out and are dwelling in the past. I remember the good old days when my church was 300 people and now it's 14 old grannies. I remember when there were youth groups of 300-400, but now the congregations of 20. We live in the past. We've stepped into quite a few churches that we've gone into that it's the old songs, it's the old way of doing things. It doesn't even reflect on what's happening on the outside. We can live that in our own lives. We can live in the past, grasping hold of things that have happened to us. And they kind of relive in our minds over and over again. I know that I've been guilty of many times of allowing past hurts and past feelings kind of swamp where I am right now, and you kind of camp out and settle in that. But don't camp out in the past. God has so much more for you and for your future. Just like the Israelites, God is going to guide you through difficult situations, controlling people, negative thoughts, boring, mundane life. He's prepared for you a new thing. He said there, he's going to bring you through the streams and through the wilderness, and he's going to make streams in the wasteland. That's talking about physical stuff, but it's also talking about mental, emotional. I'm sure God was speaking to their very thinking, their very mental, because most of the stuff is in our head at times when we feel isolated, when we feel down. But let's not live in that, but let's move on to the new thing. It says there, you've got to perceive the new thing. What does that mean, perceive, perception? Perceive means become aware of, conscious of something, come to realize or understand. Perceive the new thing that God has for you and the ability he has to guide you to that place of blessing, of overflow, or of newness, if that is even a word, or of new direction. Allow God to be your guide. Trust and lean on him in those difficult times. Allow him to take you to a different place. Trust his plans for your life. Trust in his ability to deal with the horrible and terrible things in your life or things that are around you, because he is well and truly able. If he can part the Red Sea and deal with situations like that, if he can rescue whole nations out of slavery, then some of the issues and problems that you're going through, some of the difficulties or some of the decisions that you want to make, God can help you with those things. But to get hold of that stuff, we've got to perceive it. We've got to understand it. We've got to realise, to move on with that, you've got to realise that God does want that in your life, that God does want new stuff in your life. God does want to help you. It's a realisation, and when you realise that, then get hold of that. God is speaking over your life. Behold, I am doing a new thing. God is speaking, I know it's in the Bible, but he's speaking over you. I want to do a new thing. Time to let go. Don't live in the past. God is speaking over your town, your city, the village that you're living in. Behold, I am doing a new thing. I firmly believe right now, Cheddar, God is doing a new thing. Whether you're watching this or not from Cheddar, or if you believe this, or you catch it on YouTube, or you hear some of the stuff that we're doing, God is doing a new thing. God is doing a new thing in Somerset. He is not happy in the way things are. He's not happy where there are young lives that are screwed up on drugs and being controlled with their mental health. He's not happy with the state of play in some households where families are split apart and are arguing and life's a mess. He's not happy with people feeling down and out and depressed and lost and isolated. He's not happy with that stuff. He's not happy with that. And you know what? Some of that stuff is going to be in the past, because God is going to do a new thing. He's going to do a new thing through you. He's going to do a new thing in Cheddar. He's going to do a new thing for Weston, a new thing for wherever your location is. God is about to do a new thing. Do you not perceive it? Do you not understand it? Well, if you don't understand it, then get some understanding on it. Get to know God. And when you get to know God, you'll know his plan for your life. Something new. The art of receiving that new thing is to perceive it, to understand it, realize that God is doing something new. I can't bang that drum any more than I could. We don't always see it, especially when we are fed up, or when we're in the mundane, or when we're bogged down from the past. Sometimes we just don't see it. We miss out. And people, like I said, labelers and say, well, you got too much baggage. Sometimes we kind of live with that stuff. Time to set yourself free. God can set you free, but you can set yourself free by moving away from those things, moving away from the past. Maybe some of that stuff is your present that's bogging you down. Well, it's time for the new thing. Some of you need to leave relationships that are toxic, that are bringing you down. Some of you need to make those decisions about those new jobs because it's depressing the heck out of you and it's affecting your mental health. Some of you need to move away from friendships when people are running you down and putting you down. Some of you need to move house because it's not right for you and you need somewhere bigger, or your neighbours are doing your head in, or whatever the situation is. Do it. Some of you, you look at yourself in the mirror and you're fed up about how you feel, and look, well, then do something about it. Get out, make a new start, make a new decision. If that's food that you put in your body, or more exercise, or whatever those things are, step into the new that is for you. Don't live in the past. Don't live in the present that's bringing you down. Don't allow it to cloud your thinking so that you miss out on what God is doing in your life. Don't miss out on what God is doing in life. Some of you young people, don't miss out on the best when you start selling out for things that are just second best. And I'm talking about lousy relationships, boys that want to sleep with you, okay, at an early age and just want one thing out of you. You are much better and much more worth in you than that. There is much more for you, okay? There are better relationships. Do not allow young women, allow men or young guys to speak to you and put you down in a horrible, controlling way. Don't put up with it. Don't live with it, okay? Don't allow that to stop you from the something new. There's something better for you. Some of you are feeling lost, and you feel that you're in your wilderness and you're feeling down and you're feeling out, but you know what? There's something new for you and it's just around the corner. Do you not perceive it? And if you don't perceive it, then we'll pray for you that you realize God's love and truth for your life. Do you know what? Some of you just need to try knocking on some doors. I'm not talking, maybe physically as well, okay? When we came here, our knocking on the doors was trying different jobs, different places. God, where do you want us? Send your CV out. Get your CV out in places. Try different colleges. Get the right fit for you. Get the right person for you. Go try and knock on some doors and see what doors open up for you. Even if they open up for you, doesn't necessarily mean that you've got to walk through it and you've got to take the opportunity. Okay? We've had plenty of doors that have opened up, but they weren't necessarily the right fit for us. And sometimes you've also got to learn to shut the door, okay? And shut the door behind you, shut the door to your past. So walk through some new doors, but shut the door of the past behind you. Because you know what? You don't want that door and people coming through into your new life, into where you are. Does that make sense to you? I hope it does today. Try knocking on some doors. See what opens up for you. You know what? You never know. Behind that door might be somebody that can help you. There might be some new resources. Might be some new finance. Might be a new job. Might be a new friend. Might just be a new opportunity, a new college, a new location. Whatever that is. A new thinking. You know, I pray one thing for you all, and I pray this for us, that God continues the work that He started in you. That whatever the new thing is for you, that you will see it, that you will recognize it, and that you will take hold of it. So not just knowing it, but seeing it, taking hold of it, recognizing it, take hold of it for you. And I pray that when you do that, that in your life you will see blessing, because I can guarantee it that God is going to make a way for you. I can guarantee that God has got something new for you. So perceive it, take hold of it. Walk through those new doors. Shut the doors of the past. Okay? Shut it firm and tell it to be shut and get it shut. Shut it off in your life. So be busy in the next few weeks. If you want to make a new start, a new change in life, new doors, shut the past off. Take hold of the new thing, perceive it, and live with it. You know, God is for you. God loves you. He does. He sent His only Son, Jesus Christ, to die on a cross for you. That's how much He loves you. Okay, not just for you to go, all right, okay, Jesus come into my life, and that's a good start. Okay, to recognize that and to allow Jesus into your life, make that new start. But it's so much more than just that. He's got such a big life for you, such big changes in your life, so much blessing that He's got for your life. So many amazing things that He's got for you and for your family that is just there waiting for you. So I guess part of that is the newness. Maybe for you, the newness is going, do you know what? I need God in my life. I need Jesus in my life. And through that, new opportunities are going to come. Some new blessings are going to come. I really believe that for some of you. I've really been praying over the last few days about this. And God's really been speaking to me. In fact, last night and this morning, just that thing just kept coming in my head. Something new. You know, do you not see it? I'm preparing a way. I've got something new for you. See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it? I am making a way in the wilderness and streams in the wasteland. Something new. You know, I'm really excited about that even for us, God has got something new. Just this week, we have had a conversation. I'm not going to go into detail because it's early doors yet and early days within this, but we have been speaking to someone this week that really like-mindedness when we've spoke to this person, a great heart. And so we know for us that if we end up going into partnership, things are really going to happen. God's really in it and really going to bless what we do. So keep watching. Keep watching what we're doing. We'll keep you posted. There are exciting times ahead. There are exciting times ahead for some of you guys. I've already started to see the new thing in some of you starting to spring up. New way of thinking, a new way of doing things. And that's exciting to see some of your lives change and transformed. Exciting times ahead. And many more people are going to get impacted by Fusion Family Somerset because God is in it and God's working through it. You know, we don't want to live in the past. We want to live in the future, and we certainly want to be relevant to our community. So we don't want to be somebody that's living in the past with old ways. You know, we want to be people that are open and understand that God is doing something new. So I want to catch hold of that. I want to catch hold of that exciting movement. I want to catch hold of what God has for us. There is a way through. You know, sometimes we feel bogged down. I do. Sometimes we feel a little bit lost. I do at times. I feel sometimes a loss of direction. But do you not perceive what God is doing? Something new that He's about to do. And we don't want to miss out on that by being bogged down by our past, being bogged down by other people, bogged down by voices. God is doing something new through you and through us. And certainly through Fusion Family Somerset. So many things are going to happen. It's going to be amazing. So keep watching. It's all going to be good. So Lexi says hi. So is Lexi there, is she? With Summer, or yeah? That's good. Hope you're all well in that house. I hope you're having a good birthday, Summer. Hope you're having fun. I hope you're all having fun. I hope that you're having a great day. But have a great week, all of you. Be blessed in all that you're doing. Anything that you'd like to add?
No.
No? Okay.
Not today.
Not today.
No.
God's doing a new thing.
If you haven't seen from the beginning, then you would have missed my song. You would have missed my song. I did mess up a little bit in it, but if you want to watch it from the beginning, when we post it, you can watch it from the beginning.
Yeah, that'll be good.
Food barn tomorrow.
Food
again,
barn,
Monday
yes.
again.
We, like I said, we have another mixed pallet of food that's been dropped to us. That's another donation, so that hopefully should make an impact or a difference. We are still looking for partnerships and for sponsorships and for people that can back us and support us. Like I said, we are looking to partner with another kind of organisation that is going to help us.
Share our videos, guys.
Share.
Like them, share them.
The word, you know.
It really helps us get.
Yeah,
I guess our name but it enables us to do more.
So we are going to be upping our game in the next few weeks because we're realising that there is loads more people that we need to help. So we're just kind of getting our head around that. So please don't think that we are sitting on it and ignoring it. We are certainly finding ways to do that, and we are looking at kind of achieving that. So to stay with us on that, and if you believe in prayer like we do, then pray that God really opens up a way, which He's already promised. I'm going to open up a way through the wasteland, and I'm going to bring streams through the wilderness, and He's going to do that stuff. We believe in that. New things are ahead. So be blessed. Have a great day.
Have a good afternoon and have a good week if we don't see you tomorrow.
Yes, do indeed.
Right.
There you go.
Hi Karina, that's
Hi,
all
Karina.
right.
Hope you're all right.
Have a lovely day.
Yeah.
See you all. Take care.
We will see you all soon.
Bye.
Bye.